What's up, guys? So believe it or not, this is already video 9 of my Road to Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix series, and this series has been flying by, but I'm especially excited for this video because I am installing new hood pins. So Quik-Latch actually saw my other videos that I made of my quick detach bumper latches and the install. I have 2 videos. The first video, I just installed them on the sides to help fix my bumper, which was kind of falling off. And in the second video, I added them to the top of the bumper, so my whole bumper is quick detachable. So I just made that video for myself and for you guys, but they saw it and they really liked it. And they said, hey, we appreciate what you do, so we're gonna send you hood pins. So disclaimer, these hood pins that I am about to install were sent to me from Quik-Latch. However, that's really not going to affect my opinion because I was already planning on buying them. It just saved me some money that they sent them to me. But I promise you guys, I will never push any product on this channel that I don't back 100%. I would never back a product that I wouldn't use myself. So I don't really care about money. This channel isn't about money. It's about showing my car and showing you guys what I'm doing in my car, and I want to help out you guys as much as I can. So it doesn't help me, it doesn't make me feel good if I just push a junk product. But don't worry, these products are top notch, and I'm sure these hood pins are just as good quality as their Quik-Latches are, which are top notch. So this is what I got from Quik-Latch. This is their QL38 series, and these are a little bit smaller than their QL50s, and they are more modern, but they're basically like oversized Quik-Latches, which are what I have on my bumper here. You push in the center and they pop out. These hood pins work in the same fashion. So they were nice enough to include very detailed instructions and even a list of tools that I need, as well as the parts that were included. So I have 2 Quik-Latch bodies, I have 2 locking rings, I have thread locker, and I have 2 studs with 4 nuts and 4 washers. All of this hardware is stainless steel. These rings are aluminum and the bodies are aluminum and stainless steel. So you never have to worry about any rust. And as far as tools, I have a hammer, I have a center punch, a 3/16 inch drill bit, and I have a 1 1/4 inch hole saw and a 2 1/2 inch hole saw. So it's very nice to know exactly what you're going to need before you start the install. And my hood is aluminum, so if your hood is not aluminum, I recommend also having some touch-up paint or some way of sealing the hole whenever you cut it. Since my hood is aluminum, I don't have to worry about rust, so I'm not going to worry about it. But with that being said, let's get into this install. And I want to say that this is the first time I'm installing them, so you guys are going to see what I go through. This isn't a super professional video. I'm not super prepared. I'm just going to follow the directions and I'll see if I run into any issues, but I don't expect to. So the first thing I need to do is decide exactly where I want to mount my hood pins. And to do that, I first of all want to look at my rad support. And there are a few areas that I can mount this. I don't want to use any of these holes because this one has a nut in it and I would have to drill that out. This hole isn't terrible, but if I look over at this side, it's actually used to secure my washer fluid neck, and I don't want to screw with that. These rubber bump stops on the side are actually adjustable, so I don't want to screw with those. However, these rubber ones actually will pop out, and there's a hole that I can use. So I definitely can use this hole for my stud, which will make it very easy to install. Now, as you could tell, the hole is too big, so I do need to add extra washers, which I already picked up and I purchased. But I'm going to mount this right there, and whenever I close my hood, I think it's going to come up right about here or so. And if you look underneath the hood, I have a nice area that I can drill through. Unlike this other area, you don't want any holes or anything like that. That's going to make it very difficult to get an accurate hole with your hole saw. So I should be drilling in this area or somewhere in there. So that's going to work out great. And whenever I have my hood closed, you can see it's going to come right around here somewhere. So that should look good for the hood pins, and that's where I'm going to install them. So now that I have these hood pins installed, the instructions tell me to put masking tape on the underside of the hood where it's going to make contact, so I know exactly where to drill. And then whenever I close my hood, I just put a little bit of pressure on it. Then I could see exactly where I need to drill, and you get a nice pinpoint location.
Having trouble to sleep now for a couple of nights. Need to rebuild myself to come alive. It all makes sense now, now that the lights out. It's a different world to me, it makes me feel down. Wait until the storm comes down. Until sleep comes and makes it alright. Waiting for the morning
Overall, it went pretty well. It wasn't really hard to do. It was just very, very nerve-wracking, which I think holds true for any hood pin install. Cutting into your hood is very nerve-wracking because if you screw it up, it's going to look terrible. So check 1,000,001 times and then you drill. But overall, it fits very well on my car. And these are meant for any car, so it's not just a Subaru specific application. I did have to trim the studs for my specific application because they were starting to hit the headlights, but it's not really that hard of an install. So overall, I give these a huge thumbs up. I don't really need them for my specific hood, but sometimes when I'm driving at high speeds or when there's very high winds, I still do notice that my hood flexes. So these do add some extra security and peace of mind. So I want to thank you guys for watching this hood pin install. If you are interested in purchasing your own Quik-Latch hood pins, this is their QL38 kit in black, and all the information will be in the description down below. I want to give a huge thank you to Quik-Latch for sending these to me, but as I said, even if they didn't, I was still going to buy a pair. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.